I'm just about to mow the lawn. It's a big area to mow, but you know, I love the garden. It's a fantastic place. Um, I've been thinking about the problem of relationships. When you meet a woman, or a guy for that matter, it doesn't matter, but in this instance I know women. When you meet a woman, they're very friendly, you know, they're very interested perhaps in what you are interested in, and a relationship can form. That's easily done. Well, I shouldn't say that's easily done because it's a bit tricky from time to time, but you know what I mean. And you get with each other, and you know, everybody's trying to think of fantastic things we can go and do, so it's all fantastic. I'm going out to dances, I'm having meals and dancing and singing. It's all great, and everybody's on their best behavior. And then you get involved in a relationship, and you're going to get lots and lots of questions. That's the way it works. And slowly but surely you're going to learn about one another. And in that journey, you're going to find that there's a flaw that each of you have, and it will niggle away at you. Maybe he doesn't do dishes, maybe she doesn't clean the house properly, or maybe the food is different, or maybe they like to go to bed earlier than you do. And slowly but surely all of these little resentments start building up. These are things that could have been established at the beginning of the relationship, but they're not. You never ask these questions, and it's very important, because the more places that you enjoy together, the more you're going to love together. That's always a common thing. The family that plays together stays together. And that's the same for relationships. So when someone says to me, what sort of relationship are you in? I go, oh look, we live on two totally different sides of the fence. She votes one way, I vote another. I was influenced by her vote, but then one day I learned that her lot were a pack of liars. And so I had to change my vote, but she stayed with them, and that of course caused problems. And then there's the way in which we operate, you know. I like the outdoor garden, she likes the indoor garden. There's 3 acres to look after here. You'd think she'd help, but no, not at all. And then when I come to close the curtains of a night, her garden is in the way. Anyway, they're just examples of all the little things that can come into your life and start mucking around with your emotions. The one problem I've always understood is that when you've upset someone, they have to forgive you so you can move on from it, you know. Us guys are very good at it. We might have a fight, but then we actually see that we're all on the same side, and they become our best friends. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm not advocating fighting, I'm just saying that's how it works. But a woman, they've got a different set of things going on. They are very territorial, and so everything in their world becomes their possession. Again, I'm not discrediting that, but a bloke becomes her possession, and as soon as she feels that you've done something that she doesn't like, suddenly she's got something she's not going to forgive you on, and she holds on to those things, and year after year she goes, remember 10 years ago, remember 20 years ago. You go, no, I don't, because I've long forgiven those things. But if you remind me about them, maybe I can remember them. But they're in the past. They're like me having to learn how to use a potty. You know, we learn as we progress, and we don't need reminding of our potty days. We don't need reminding of our errors or discretions. You know, we've moved on, and the most important thing for everyone is trust. And when there's no trust in a relationship, that becomes a toxic relationship. Respect is the most important thing in all conversations. And, you know, when I look at world leaders and they're at war, they're killing each other. They're not coming out going, "Arr." They're going, yes, this person here, total respect, yes, he's a leader, and he sent all his minions in to fight each other, and those minions are all dying. Oh, that's such a shame. But hey, this man I'm going to give a lot of respect to. Well, yeah, I suppose I've got no comment on that. other than that's the way it works. So we need to bring that back into a relationship. So here's a very important point. When the respect is gone in a relationship, then you're just going to end up in a toxic situation. There's no easy way around that. And you might have the stamina to stand it for all of your life, and all at the end of it you'll be at each other's funeral going, oh, I loved him, but he was an asshole. Whatever. Love is love. Love is trust, love is faith, love is beauty, love is all things that surround us. And, relationships are so very important. So, my hints: 1, when you meet someone, get to know them, really do. I mean, by all means, jump into bed, but get to know them really quickly. Go, hey, look, that was all fun, that was great, I need to know you. But, the problem is we get addicted and hooked on that feeling of jumping into bed with someone, and we forgive everybody, everything from that moment on. Love is not sex. Sex is not love. Sex is a part of love, but sex can be independent of love. I've understood that now. And for those people who think that sex is love, you're wrong. It's sex and love. But together they're fantastic. But who doesn't love sex, so to speak? And so when you form a relationship with someone and the only love is sex, and you forgive them everything else, then you're in trouble, because one day you're going to break it up, or you're going to argue in front of your children, and your children are only going to understand that this is what love looks like, when it's not. Love is real. It's a very real feeling. It's a very real emotion, and we can experience it with music, because we've got no cross to bear against music, unless the lyrics are a bit dodgy. Love is the appreciation of your existence and the representation of that to everybody else. So I better get on and mow these lawns because they won't mow themselves, and I look forward to going out tonight and singing and dancing, because singing and dancing is love. Sex is not love. Love and sex are two separate things, but joined together they're absolutely fantastic. Thanks for listening.